is going to be a real show that is weird and wonderful. On half is the weird and wonderful, which is Rabbit, who's yet to make his way down to the ring. Facing off against Jamo Mali. I'd like you to figure out which one is real and which one is there's only one of them out in the process of elimination. Beautiful, has he figured it out? Just in case you need the translation, he's asking members of the audience if they've ever been in a fight. I was born in Scotland. You're the hero. You're the role model. Let's take show. Let's fight. The British wrestling lord of Nashville. Jamo Mali is going to be in a fight against Jamo Mali, even the mere mention of Rabbit's name has elicited a positive response from this audience. And that's probably the only cheer you're ever going to get, and it's not even for you. I think our ring announcer probably wishes he was still wearing the skates so that he can wheel himself back over again. Spinning in circles in our entranceway. There is Rabbit. The wonderful aspect of this weird and wonderful match. But I'm not going to take anything away from Jamo Mali. Do not let him play his story. Do not let his expensive ways convince you that he is not a threat. That man is threatening. He is somebody not to be tangled with. And Rabbit is allowed to tangle with him, but there we go, straight into a knife-edge chop. The referee calls for the bell. He hasn't had a chance to check both men. Rabbit goes straight on the offensive though, hammering away, but Mali's back on top there now, hammering away at Rabbit. He's clubbing blows, striking each other. The referee's got to be careful here because this is actually, you can't tell if those fists are closed, which is not the wrestling way. Arm drag by Rabbit, followed by a second. I think Mali doesn't quite know where he is anymore. Oh, Mali, sorry. He doesn't quite know where he is anymore. Mali the heel. That calf kick by Rabbit, sending Jamo Mali to the outside. And for all the pomp and circumstance, it looks like Jamo Mali's needing a breather. Rabbit catching him with a kidney shot. The referee starts the count. They've got to the count of 10 to get back into the ring, remember. Jamo Mali back on the offensive now, bouncing Rabbit's head off the ring apron, the hardest part of the ring, with the exception of the turnbuckle posts. It's not to say none of it is dangerous. The ropes are dangerous, turnbuckles are dangerous. Mat is dangerous, the canvas is dangerous, the two people in the ring, if it's a singles match, is dangerous. The referee's dangerous if he's not looking where he's supposed to be. Anyway, let's just say it was a dangerous part of the ring, and we'll leave it at that. Speaking of which, both men are still outside of the ring as Jamo Mali is using Rabbit's ring attire to blind Rabbit, but Rabbit, again, shots to the midsection, shots to the back, but an eye rake to Rabbit has sent him back on the defensive. Jam O'Malley has decided that he's going to send Rabbit over to the table, and if you're wondering who the woman holding the bottle is, that's Mrs. Rabbit, and she is not somebody who you should mess with. But Jam O'Malley strike. Well, I'm not sure why the referee's allowing this to continue, actually. This is not a no disqualification match. And that was an illegal use of a weapon right in front of him. Oh, be careful. Oh, no! Not quite finding the mark. I'm telling you, those ropes are dangerous. Rabbit missed with the baseball slide, missed with the running drop kick, and both the back of his knees straddled the bottom rope, and that is not very forgiving. And so far, with the exception of a few seconds at the start, this has really been all of Jam O'Malley's match. But then again, I speak too soon. Every time it looks like he's back on the offensive, it looks like Rabbit manages to bring himself back in, and now, almost as a reflection of what we saw before, bouncing his head off the ring apron. Jam O'Malley rolling Rabbit back into the ring. Now Jam's on the ring apron. Maybe spending too long speaking to the audience. The drop kick sends him back down to the floor. Nasty kick. The referee's up to the count of 3, I think. I don't think the referee's really... I think he's being very lenient, actually, but I don't think he's counting quite as much as he can do. He's just letting these guys go at it. Oh! Rabbit getting back up off the drop kick, runs right into a clothesline. That's how resilient Jam O'Malley is. Drags Rabbit back to his feet, and it looks like he's going for a slam, a body slam. Rolls up the ropes. Falling chop by Jam O'Malley. And now, is he going for a sleeper hold, or is he going... No, he's going to, saliva to the face, it looks like. I'm not sure how... Unless, I don't know if his saliva has made him fall for him, but, it didn't quite have the effect anyway. Rabbit fights his way back to his feet. Jam O'Malley was just toying with him as he sends him back down to the canvas after a couple of clubbing blows. Gotta wonder if the assault by the object outside the ring did its job, but now a back suplex brings them both down to the mat, and this might be it, actually. I think after all of the torture that he suffered, that Rabbit had reached the end of his match. Now, Jam O'Malley resting his foot across the air, the windpipe of Rabbit. Another scoop slam, bringing him down. Oh, sit-out body slam, putting all the pressure on the base of the skull, the top of the back. Double leg scoop for extra measure, but not quite finding the mark as Rabbit kicks out at 2. Crowd here trying to whirl Rabbit back into this thing. He's shot from corner to corner in an Irish whip, but he gets a boot. Rabbit gets a boot up, and Jam O'Malley walks right into it. But he returns the favour with an elbow. O'Malley dragging back to his feet by his mohawk. He's going for a push handle, but no. Jam O'Malley taking away the competitor here, but not finding the 3 count. There was still some fighting Rabbit left. Oh, now, that's a kendo stick. Jam O'Malley's brought a kendo stick to the ring. But Rabbit notices he's back to his feet with a sly little backhand. followed by a kick to the back, and now Rabbit's got the stick. If you use it, you'll get yourself disqualified. It's very blatant in front of the referee. Mali's back to his feet, goes low with the kick. Mali doesn't care whether or not he gets disqualified or not. It's because he's got the stick right in his hand, and it looks like he's gonna. If he hits this, it's a disqualification. But Rabbit, sensing that there was malice in Jam O'Malley's thoughts there, manages to fight his way back up. But now Rabbit's got the kendo stick. He's holding it for now, but now it looks like he's swinging back again if he hit this. I don't quite know what these guys think they're going to achieve with this. The crowd are egging him on though, and maybe there is a little bit of retribution, but no. Rabbit says if he's going to end this thing, he's going to do it honourably. Jam O'Malley reaches for the stick himself now, and this is back and forth. The kendo stick has been in more hands than there are actually 8 competitors. Oh, lucky Rabbit's foot catching Jam O'Malley right across the jaw. Hook of the leg, what two? Whoa, Jam O'Malley kicks out. I thought he had him, spoke too soon. He's put many away with that particular maneuver. I don't know if he managed to hit all of it. Not that I'm making excuses. I don't quite know what Rabbit's looking for, but if I'm not too much mistaken, I think it might be the kendo stick, but Mali's found it already. Now it looks like he was going for a kendo stick. It was an assault on a kendo stick that took me out of the commentary booth for a few months, so I can tell you that's not very fun, those things. But the referee is already counting down. Now both men are brawling outside of the ring. We're going to have some way of stopping this. If they don't get back in the ring, both of them will be counted out. Rabbit's back to his feet. It looks like he's going to try and drag. Nope, thought he was going to drag O'Malley back into the ring, but he doesn't. The assault continues on the outside of the ring, and both men, by the way, were out at the same time, so there's only one count for both of them. And the referee is at the count of 8. I think the leniency, the grace period is over. The referee is unrelentless. He is up at the count of 9, and neither men look like they're heading back towards the ring, and that is it. The match is over. It's a double count out. I'm not getting involved. I've learned my lesson, trust me. Oh my goodness. Rabbit just bounced Jam O'Malley's head off the staging area, and now they're fighting all the way towards the back. And they're out of sight.